Hi, I'm Lexi and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today's video is a little bit of a haul. I am not one to promote like unconscious consumerism. Just like rampant consumerism. I started this channel, restarted the channel with the idea of rebuilding my wardrobe very consciously and not just like, oh, this is trendy, let's buy this. This is trendy, let's buy this. But buying things for like the long haul, really trying to be conscious about buying high quality clothes that will last, buying things that are really, really me and suit me really well. So I'm not just gonna wear them a couple times and be like, oh, I don't like this anymore. It doesn't look good on me or whatever. And to get materials that I felt were high quality materials, but also like natural materials. I guess I didn't want to just be a channel like, oh, this is what I got at the mall. This is what I got at the mall. So I bought a bunch of stuff from the clothing brand name Aggi, A-G-G-I. I think that's how you say it though, Aggi. And I bought a whole bunch of things with the intention that like most of them or half of them probably weren't going to fit me. But actually most of the things that I bought fit really well. And I was like shocked, and I ended up keeping almost everything that I bought. So this is like a little bit of a haul. I also want to say that I mentioned in the video I made a couple videos ago about like I'm back after taking a short break, that I had sold all of my Japanese clothing. So that's where the money for this comes from. Not that like, I mean, everyone has different amounts of money they're comfortable spending, but I just want to make this clear that like I don't want to promote just like, yeah, spend all your income on clothes, because I've decided to go to, I give myself a very small allowance from each paycheck that if I want to buy something nice, I have to save that up, or I can sell my old clothes to fund buying new clothes, because I don't want to have a bloated wardrobe full of stuff I don't wear. I want to be conscious about curating it and finding new homes for the stuff I no longer wear, and not spending all of my income and basically spending my future on just clothes now. So I sold a large percentage of like most of my Japanese Lolita fashion clothes. I spent that money on, not all of the money, I did use a lot of it for, you know, savings and stuff, but I spent some of it on these clothes that I'm about to go through right now. So that out of the way, I feel like that's a big preface to say, like, obviously I'm feeling self-conscious about the fact that I spent so much money buying new clothes when I've talked so much here about buying secondhand clothes and all those things. So I am self-conscious about it. I hope you guys give me a little bit of grace. I've been trying to build my wardrobe after decluttering it, like at least 3/4 of it. So I do have to buy some new clothes. And then let's get started. Oh, I also want to say that I am wearing this. I don't know if you guys remember me mentioning, I got this from Rent the Runway secondhand. It's by the brand Color Me Courtney. And today's my first time wearing it because it's finally warm enough to wear something like this here. This whole past spring, I was buying new clothes and like 2/3 of them were summer clothes, and it's finally warm enough here to wear this. So I'm excited. And today's my first day. I hope it's not too wild on camera, like too busy. It might be, but I guess I'm already into this. So let's get started with it. So I saw this brand advertised to me on Facebook via the third-party seller Wolf & Badger. Now, I looked at the brand and immediately was like, you guys, this brand is made for me. It's like all these fun 80s details, but they also have a lot of like kind of like 70s vibe stuff. They've got these leggings that are like basically remind me of disco pants, but they're like stirrups on the bottom with matching tops, and tons of like this big 80s vibe stuff that I'm really into right now. And the cuts and proportions all just seemed really good for my body type. So I was really excited about this brand. The first items that I got are a matching set. And that's going to be a common theme here. Something that I've learned is that I really like matchy-matchy outfits. And it's really stressful to try to build matchy-matchy outfits out of like separate things. You have to like find like the perfect colors if you buy the clothing separately to be able to match and make these like top to bottom matching outfits. So I've decided to embrace buying matching sets and to be okay with the fact that that means that they might not be versatile pieces that you don't wear with other things, and just be like, yeah, that's okay. They're designed to be a matching set. Like not feeling like it's not versatile or something to buy matching top and bottom sets for things. So the first thing that I bought is probably the most trend forward and probably has the least longevity in terms of like before people are just like, oh, that's hideous. I don't generally chase trends, but I've also gotten the most wear out of this. I've only had these things for a couple weeks and I've probably worn this set 3 or 4 times because it is so comfortable. This consists of a pair of pants and a little puff sleeve top. Now, in terms of fit, the sleeves of this are elastic, which is really good to fit like people with different like size shoulders. However, I find that even completely unstretched, it's a little too big for me and it has a tendency to fall off my shoulder. So that is something that I want to take to a tailor to get taken in. Now, it shows my bra straps on the back. I've worn this with multiple bras, different bras, and it always does that. And you know, I just don't care. I'm okay with that. The attention, this is 100% cotton, and the attention to detail on this is amazing, guys. So it zips up on the back, and inside the zipper there's a flap, you know, so the zipper isn't against your skin, and the flap even is held into place with a button, so the flap stays over the zipper and doesn't kind of get dislodged and then make like an ugly like place where the fabric is folded. So it lays smooth, and it's just the attention to detail on things like this for this brand is amazing. Even the zipper is really cute. It's a little heart. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's maybe if I cover my face. It's a little heart. And just the way this is constructed, the construction, it's fully lined. It's just really well made, guys. I love it. And because it's cotton, it's so breathable. Now, the pants are a little bit out there. They have this tie on the bottom. Remember I talked about how when I wear like flowy pants, I don't like the way it swishes around at my legs, although I like the idea of wearing flowy pants. So this has ties that go around the ankle and kind of cinch it in. Now, if you didn't like that, you could just not tie it if you wanted something swishy. But for me, I like that, not only for the swishiness factor, but because I have like a high waist and my legs are kind of long, so pants are usually too short. With these tying at the ankle, that like doesn't make it look like, oh, you've got flowy pants that are supposed to be longer and they're just high waters on you. So that kind of covers that. The top has this interesting construction with a V and then some gathering here along the edge of the V. Now this is so 80s. 10 years ago, if you had shown me this, I would have been like, bleh. I would have been like, no way. That's just not flattering. That's awful. Why did people do that in the 80s? And I'm here for it right now. I discovered, kind of as part of my fashion journey, I discovered that I'm really, really enjoying things that are looser in the hips and don't feel like really tight when I sit down, and this definitely feels like that. It feels really loose. It feels really loose in the hips because it is loose. It has gathering to be looser on my hips. Now, this whole haul for me is really interesting because I don't know if all of you will understand this, but when you're part of like a fashion aesthetic or a fashion, like alternative fashion kind of community, there's, you know, once you define yourself that way, there's a lot of, I guess, pressure to keep up in that image. Like I've dressed kind of like rock and roll and punk, and my fiance is really punk, and he's part of like the punk scene in Seattle, and we've both been in like this punk and rock and roll scene, and you feel like a lot of pressure in a weird way. I mean, pressure that like you're putting on yourself. Let's face it, no one else is saying these things, but you're putting on yourself to like maintain that aesthetic. And it feels weird to just go outside that aesthetic. And, you know, it just feels weird, right? So I have felt really constrained by that. I don't think that I knew that I was feeling constrained by that, but I kept thinking of this one picture from my video where I talked about my like fashion inspiration on my Pinterest, and I'll put the picture up, and this girl looked like so free and casual and like flowy, and I just wanted that. That's what I want right now. Like that image is just all that I can think about in terms of how I dress. I just want fabrics that are like loose. I want some flowiness. I want some lightness to the way that I dress instead of this like heaviness that goes with the way I've usually dressed. Lots of like tight clothes, lots of black clothes, lots of like metal and studs, very kind of tough. Or like really feminine, but also really tight and constrictive, like my disco pants, my all that. And I really want something that's just like fun and loose and comfortable and makes me look like I'm ready to have a great time. So it was really a big deal for me to just be like, screw it. I don't care if it doesn't match my aesthetic. I'm going to get these items. And I have found that, so this is the one this set is the one that's most outside of that like established aesthetic that I'm trying to go for. But like I said, it's the one I've been wearing nonstop. So for me, this was a great choice. And like I said, in 2 years, I might think that this is ugly, but I'm hoping that by that point, I will have gotten so much wear out of it that it's okay, if that makes sense. However, the next set I bought is made of an artificial fabric, but I think this one has a lot more longevity in terms of like fashion, in terms of how I wear it is a lot more versatile. So it is a matching set, but I can wear the pieces. The pieces are more able to be worn separately. That would be this pleather set that I have right here. It consists of a bra-like top with like pleated pants that have like a fold down. This brand also has another pair of pants in the same like fabric and color that have the paper bag waist with a belt, and I considered buying those, but right now I've kind of like got a lot of paper bag waist stuff, and I thought that this was really unique. Now, how I styled it is with a fishnet shirt underneath, kind of like punked it up, and I think that looks really cool. In the video, I have on like a pair of high heels, but I actually have a pair of platform, like chunky black Doc Marten sandals coming that I think will look really cool with this. I found a pair on Poshmark. I've been looking for like just the right pair, and I finally found some, and I'm happy about that. So when I bought this, I was really concerned. This is one that I thought for sure I was going to have to return because the bra top, I have a larger bust. It's not huge, but for my frame it is. It means I usually have to order things a size or 2 up. So I was worried, like usually pre-made cup things like this don't fit me, and they actually do. And it's kind of gives you a little bit of like a line across the bust that's a little funny, but there is even extra room in the cups. So if you have a little bit of a larger bust, this still will fit you. And I could see myself wearing these with just like a pair of like black high-waisted jeans or something like that. So these are really something I can wear separate. Now the pants are really cool. The way they button, they're so comfortable. The way they button, the other pair like zipped on the side, these snap in the front. And what's cool about that is actually I tried snapping it like one over, and it still like looked okay. Like it still looked okay because there's so much pleating or whatever in the front. And I also feel like this is because it's like a neutral color, it's like a brown and not a pattern. I really feel like this could be worn with other clothes in the future. Now, in terms of the style, it is kind of, it's kind of like that 80s style, but I think in particular, it's a little bit more toned down, just being like a fold over instead of being like that big V with the gathers. I think that this is a style that could, has some more longevity. It's just like a simple thing. And, honestly, in the future, if I decided that that was too much of a fashion statement that I didn't like anymore, I fully intend to get this, to get the flap taken off, because with the flap taken off, it's more of just like a regular pair of pants. And so all of these are things that I looked at before I decided to buy this set. Now that being said, I already did wear this on its own, and that's the next item I bought, which is a polka dot blouse. This blouse, like all of the other items, is a little bit too big in the shoulders. So when I'm wearing it in the video, it's actually pinned. I've pinned it right now. I plan on wearing it probably again tomorrow to work or something. So I am not going to unpin it right now, but I will be getting things tailored really soon. So at that point, it'll just fit. Without it being buttoned, without it being pinned, it just is like completely open in front and shows you guys everything. So I'm not gonna like show you what it looks like unpinned. But this polka dot shirt is really fun. It's really breezy. I feel like this is another thing that it's like I think that this is something that I could wear for a long time. It does have a little bit of a puffed shoulder, but it's not like this extreme puff that I feel is like really trendy right now and won't be as trendy in a few more years. So it's a little bit toned down. Now, once again, the construction on these is really amazing. So the inside of the puff sleeve has this stiff cotton built into it to help give it that. Now, if I ever decided that, you know, let's say 5 years from now, I hate the look of anything that's puffed or gathered in the sleeve, I could take that out and it would just hang flat, and that would be a much more toned down look. But the fact that they included that, you guys, is amazing. Like this, once again, the construction on this is amazing. And the back has stretchy part in the back, so this could fit me at a wide variety of sizes. I bought this stuff with the idea that I was going to have to return it, but you guys, it's like this brand was made for me. I can never find things that fit in the bust and aren't too big in the waist or fit me right through the hips. And everything here fits me perfectly. It's small enough in the waist, big enough in the hips, but not so big like it assumes that I've got a like big butt. I mean, when some people do have bigger butts, I do not. I've got like a flat butt, and these clothes, it's not that they like are made for people with flat butts, but I find that, how do I put this? I don't know, I've always kind of compared myself to those card people in Alice in Wonderland, where I feel like my hips are really wide, but I have like a flat, tall butt. So from the side, it's very thin, and then things look really baggy through the butt and weird. But this brand I found fit me really well. So maybe if you, like me, don't have a big round butt, you've got like a flat butt, then this brand might be good for you. So this fits me perfectly right now. I'm at a point in my weight where I've mentioned before that I fluctuate my weight. I have like a 20-pound range that I fluctuate in, and I think that's fairly normal. It just goes along with how busy I am, how much time I have to kind of work exercise into my daily routine or to eat healthy and to cook my own meals. But for me, how I put on weight, that is a huge size difference because it all just goes to my stomach and hips. So in that 20-pound range, I go from like a size 8 to like a size 16, or and if I go even just like a few more pounds out of that, now I'm talking like a size 6 or something. So I go from a size 6 to a size 16 in like a 20 to 25 pound range. I'm towards the lower end of that right now. I think I'm between an 8 and a 10 because I've just been trying to lose weight for my wedding, which is actually like a really toxic thing, but this fits me right now really well. It maybe like even is a little big in the waist, but it does have this stretchy part so that it will fit me better, or it will still fit me well if I put on a little more weight. So that makes me happy. I really want stuff that I can wear when I'm at like different weights or when I'm more bloated, or because that happens to me like hardcore. So I'm really pleased with this blouse. It fits wonderful. I feel really like grown up in it. I feel really, it's something I can wear to the office, but then if I wear outside of the office, I don't feel like I'm looking like an office lady, like I talked about a couple videos ago, where I feel like, oh, I look like an office lady. This is something I can wear to work, but also feels fun and trendy. The last set that I bought is a top and bottom shorts set. Now this is another thing that I thought for sure I was gonna return. I just wanted to try it on and to see, I was like, maybe it'll fit, maybe it won't, but I only got the shorts because they matched the shirt, right? I already have a pair, like that pair of black shorts that drapes, and I was like, well, if I bought this shirt, I can just wear it with those. It doesn't need to be this matching shorts. By the way, that's like origami on it, so there's like cranes and boats and things like that, which is freaking adorable. But and they have this tall paper bag waist with a belt. So I was like, oh, this probably isn't going to fit me right. The one thing I will say is the shorts don't have belt loops, which is kind of annoying. So this does close. It's not just like a belt you pull through. It does have grommets to put the little stick thing through. However, I don't appreciate the fact that there's no belt loops on the shorts. That being said, I think that was an intentional design choice. I don't think that was a shortcut because, as I've said before, everything here is so well made. So this shirt is very similar to the previous shirt that I wore, the other patterned one. I think it's the same pattern. However, they did make it, I feel like it's a little bit bigger in the waist and possibly a little bit longer. And I think that was done so that it could be tucked into the shorts because I think that's like their intended look. So it's no surprise that it fit me. Same attention to detail, same flap that goes across the zipper and buttons into place, same cute little heart detail zipper. Just really well made, and I could see fitting me for quite a while at different sizes. The shorts, oh, and you'll see the tag is still on. You guys, I have this theory that taking the tag off jinxes me. Because whenever I buy something and then as soon as I bring it home, I take the tag off, I end up hating it and not wearing it. And like I put it on like a week later to wear it for the first time and I hate it. And I'm like, oh, I wish I could return this. It doesn't have a tag on it anymore. But anyway. So these still have the tags on, but I was planning on wearing it later today. So it's definitely not one of these bees who's like pretending that she's buying all this stuff and then returning it. I would tell you guys if I was returning this. But so these shorts are really well made, lots of seaming. There's just a wonderful attention to detail. Once again, the zipper has a flap that covers it. And you guys look at even the edges of the fabric in here have this seam binding or whatever it's called. Like the attention to these are really well made clothes. I understand that these clothes are expensive, but I've been trying on a lot of expensive clothes lately. More expensive than I've ever bought in the past because like I said, I'm trying to go for quality items that will last. And I'm kind of appalled at some of the poor construction that I've seen in even expensive clothes. But this brand, the clothes are just so well made. Now this set is also cotton. So it's very lightweight and nice for the summer. And I guess I don't really have too much more to say about this. This being black and white, I could see myself like this would match other things. However, I already have a pair of black shorts. So if I was going to wear, I would probably really just wear these together and that's okay. I'm trying to be more okay with matching sets and not getting obsessed with what else does it match in your wardrobe? It's a matching set. It's cute. And it goes nicely with my big sun hat that I'm excited. I'm going to wear this outfit with the sun hat to go meet a friend. Actually, I have to go in like 30 minutes, but I'm excited about that. So now we come to some dress. This haul is really long, guys. I'm sorry. Now we come to some dresses. This dress is a little bit more on the extreme fashion side in terms of the size of the puffed shoulders. And it's also kind of risque. The slit goes all the way down. Now, I've already worn this once, and what I did in the meantime is I just pinned it together there, which looks okay, but not really. It's kind of gaps a little bit. What really needs to happen is, once again, it needs to get taken in at the shoulders. And when I do that, it pulls the fabric tighter, so it's actually not really showing much at all of my bust. It always will, if I wear it with a bra, it always will show a little bit of the bra, but A, I don't care. B, I think it's kind of sexy and fun. I don't think I would wear like the bra I'm wearing in this video, the red bra, just because it doesn't like match the dress. But anyway, this dress is once again beautifully made. The fabric is really fun. It's kind of long. It's longer of a dress than I would have ever bought before, but one of my Kibby recommendations is longer dresses, and I'm trying to get more comfortable with longer styles. Also because I'm kind of over everything being like a mini skirt. But this dress is well made and it's made out of cotton and it's breathable. I could definitely see this being another thing that I get tailored in the future. I would, in the future, not be opposed to bringing the sleeves down to a more like rational size when like in, let's say 4 years when puff sleeves are no longer the thing. And that's fine because I think this dress really has like a cool 1940s vibe. And then at some point, maybe I could get it stitched together if I got older and didn't want to show the center of my chest. This dress is just something that I feel is really tailorable, if you will. I've seen myself wearing this for many years, so I'm excited about it. However, it is quite tight fitting through the waist, so it's not something that I could wear at a lot of different sizes. The next dress is kind of the opposite. It is something that I could wear at a lot of different sizes because it's a wrap dress. So I'm really excited about this dress because it is a wrap dress and it gives me the opportunity to wear this when I get bloated. I've mentioned from the very beginning of my fashion journey that this is something that, I mean, I can't believe that no one talks about that. As a woman, we get bloated. Anyway, that aside, I got this wrap dress. Now, right now, it's actually a little big on me, which was surprising because I bought everything in the same size, and this was big on me. So the outside buttons, that's the only thing that's not good. So right now it's a little big on me and I can't really wear it the way it is because the button is in one spot. I want to be able to pull it tighter. And I think what I want to do, I could move the button. The button is sewed right along the seam so that it doesn't damage the pleather. I think this is pleather, yeah. What is this made out of? It's very soft. The tag is in Polish. I don't know. It's not real leather though. And this is like my style. This is that rock and roll style. And I like how edgy it feels, but at the same time is very wearable for my body. So I might move the button in the short term, but what I really want to do in the long term is get a tie on here and then tie another tie along the side seam so that I can tie it at whatever spot I want, because it has a large, very thick belt that will cover that tie. The inside is tied, so I was able to tie that tighter. So in the video you can see that like my right side, it fits nice, and then my left side's a little, because I don't have it buttoned, I just have it, I'm just kind of holding it there just for the try on. But I'm so excited about this because it's really nice. It looks really like put together, but at the same time, it's something that I can wear when I'm not feeling super bloaty, especially if you're going out like drinking or to a party. Like, drinking makes you get bloated. So I could wear this out, have some beers, and not feel like my clothes were uncomfortable. I do need to get it taken in the arms. Like, this needs to be tighter so that it can stay above my elbow, I think, where it's intended to be. So at some point, there's buttons on it. I might just move the buttons. I don't think I want to go through the trouble of actually resetting the cuff. That's like a kind of intense. And then that way, if I ever put on weight and it's in my arms, I can move the buttons back. Anyway, I don't want to sound like I'm a big yo-yoer, but I think it's totally normal to fluctuate weights, and most of the people I know do. So why not buy clothes with that in mind? And yeah, so that is this really cool wrap dress that I'm excited about. Now, the last two items, or the last two outfits, are outfits that are what drew me to the first place. I think I saw this advertised on Facebook via a third-party seller called Wolf and Badger, which I don't really recommend buying from this brand from, because they're all more expensive if you buy it through Wolf and Badger. Buy it directly from the brand and you'll save. Some of the things are only like 20 bucks cheaper. Some of them are hundreds of dollars cheaper on the brand's own website, vice Wolf and Badger. But at any rate, I saw these suits, and you guys know that I really want rock and roll suits. So the first thing I got is a big black blazer. Now, you guys are going to think that I got this monstrously huge. I actually bought an extra large instead of a large. This is designed to be a oversized jacket, which I've never felt really worked for me because of my larger bust. When things are oversized, they just kind of hang off my bust and look really bad. But this one has a very interesting way that it buttons. And it looks almost like it's too small and it's being stretched, but that's actually the design, which I think is really cool. Now, I think I do want to get it taken in a little, just literally just right here, I think. You know, things are always a little too big in the shoulders. So I think that this is even more oversized in the shoulders than it's quite meant to be, but I like that. You guys might think it's crazy, but I think it's fun. I don't know. I think it's fun. And I just pair it with, in the video, I think I'm just pairing it with my black slacks that I already own. I didn't feel the need to buy the slacks that they have on their website because I already have like multiple pairs. And then the last thing I got is the piece de resistance. It is a white suit. You guys, this white suit is ridiculous. It is also hugely oversized. It's very much an 80s look, and I love it. I love it. It's so ridiculous. In the stock footage, they have the model wearing the belt that came with the pants, like over the blazer, and I'll do it you guys will see me try it. I think it's kind of a look. It's kind of a look, but I don't know how I feel about it. This one is also meant to be oversized, and I think I might also take it in a little bit, just like around here. It's like a little bit big, like right here. I don't know. The tailor might tell me it's not possible because this has like really crazy shoulders that kind of come up in a point. So it might not be possible, but I love it. And I put it with these sunglasses that I bought, like shout out. I got these sunglasses. They're Key Eyewear. It's an Australian brand, and I got them for like $10 on Poshmark because there was a scratch. Like the tiniest little thing. You guys can't even see it. Can you see it? I don't know. I can't see it. So, but I feel this outfit makes me look like I'm a Coke dealer in Miami in the 80s. And I kind of love that look. So I'm here for it. The pants fit really well too. I don't have a lot to say about the pants except they fit. I don't know, to be honest, where I'm going to be able to wear this one. I will not wear it to work because I know that it'll just get dirty. You'll get like pen ink on it at work like so fast. I really want to wear it going out somewhere. But work is where I wear most of my clothes because that's where I am most days. So we will see. And I'm really hoping that I'll get good wear out of this, guys. I really hope that this isn't something that I buy for the fantasy me, but I bought it for the real me. And that's unclear. Unclear with these two suits if they're for me or the fantasy me. So there were two other items that I bought and returned that I didn't film the video of. I didn't film this till after I returned them because I'm like a bad YouTuber. When I bought the clothes, I didn't buy them with YouTube in mind. I just bought them for myself. And that would be this sweater with like diamonds on the shoulders and then like a matching skirt. The skirt has two very high slits and it was okay. The sweater fit okay. It was a little bit big in the shoulders like always, and it was like obviously because of all the detail there, it's not something I could have gotten tailored. Plus it's a knit. You can't, it's like hard to tailor knits. I don't know. It just didn't feel like me and it just didn't inspire me. So I returned that. So I don't have any even pictures of me wearing it. And like everything else, it fit pretty good. This brand fits me really well. So I'm very excited about this brand. Well, that's it for today, you guys. Just a little bit of this like haul. Now I have like so many clothes. I don't think I'm going to be talking about buying more clothes for a long time. Like honestly, I have so many clothes. So the next couple weeks are going to be about wearing those clothes and getting those clothes tailored and things like that. So thank you so much for watching. I'd love to hear what you guys think about the different outfits in the comments below. And thank you, as always, thank you for being here and being on my fashion journey with me. Bye. Let's go.